What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically though, in today's episode, we need to continue off discussing the third kind of formation of the pendant flag that is forming on XRP. You can see in yesterday's video, we pretty much talked about this with XRP holders. We are so close to seeing that third pendant flag forming here. Get ready for XRP's third breakout, and we're right on the dot there, filling out the gap here, and there's really not much more room for us to continue to trade out of here. You can see clear as day that we're coming to the end of the downtrend, and a decision is going to have to be made probably by the end of today or tomorrow. There's really not much more room before we get some sort of decision here. We're either going to be breaking through the yellow band, which is where I'm hoping and rooting for us to break through, or we're going to break through these moving averages, which we're currently retesting as I speak. But the goal is we break through it and head up instead of dumping to the downside. Now, typically, these kind of downtrends are bullish, and I'll show you guys more about that in a minute, but this is something that we really do need to go over, and that also applies with the interesting formations on Ethereum, so on and so forth. We are tracking kind of this like ascending fractal on Ethereum's 4-hour charts, which really doesn't seem to be holding up that well. You can see we're actually heading lower here. Maybe the top resistance is accurate. The bottom is definitely too early to tell. There is some sort of formation here, though, without a doubt, that is happening here, but we're constantly changing this on the 4-hour charts. As I've said before, and I'll say again, trades on the 4-hour charts are extremely aggressive and extremely risky. You get in, you get out within the same day. It's intraday trading. Things on the daily charts take a bit longer to move here. So this is constantly moving. I just tweaked it again, which I know I'm going to get hate. I always get hate when I move my lines on here, but it's too early to tell what exactly is going on. But without a doubt, we are definitely forming some sort of solid sideways resistance inside a channel here. We are stuck inside this sideways channel here. Without a doubt, we are not able to break through it, which is quite interesting. You can see how we've retested this as a support and a resistance in the past, and here we are retesting this today. So there are going to be some very peculiar movements that we start to see, and the goal is that we can obviously break through the top resistance, and that would give us the certainty to break to the upside, run to the upside here. Otherwise, I expect to see a dump, but we're going to go over that as well. Same thing going on with the Bitcoin charts here. We just recently broke out of a beautiful Elliott impulse wave descending fractal. This kind of formation here, this downwards this downwards flag, whatever you want to call it, is exactly what's on XRP, the same downwards flag here, which you can see if history repeats itself, which is breaking bullish, twice in a row. We're looking for the third time. That's what's formed on Bitcoin, which has also had a bullish break to the upside here. So we're looking for either another kind of formation. Maybe this will form another one that'll break us up, or maybe we'll, continue upwards from there. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll go over this in a minute with you guys. But with that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's video. So a quick refresh of the top 10 cryptos reveals markets are still consolidating. We've kind of been at this for quite some time now with Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, not really seeing much movement, but trading sideways here. We have things like Bitcoin flatline, Ethereum flatline, BNB kind of in a slight slope downward. Same thing with XRP, Cardano, some of the other major cryptos. We're not really seeing any sort of significant movement. We've been consolidating for the past couple of days, ever since probably like Friday here. If not, probably Friday, I would say with certainty that we've pretty much completed this 6 days of just trading sideways here. And it's about time we see some sort of volatility or some sort of movement. And that's pretty much what we're waiting on. We've been patiently waiting for another conservative buy-in opportunity. The most recent one was when we confirmed XRP, when we broke outside of the second kind of bull flag formation here, whether we call it a bull flag or a downwards flag, whatever you want to call it. The second we confirmed closure outside of this, that was when we took advantage and we bought in here, almost getting stopped out, but we've managed to swing upwards here. We did get stopped out, however, on the most recent candle downwards here. You can see this was what stopped us out on the 5th of June here. So it has been almost like 3 weeks now going on where we haven't been able to get back into a very solid, easy, conservative trade. We've had some moderate and aggressive trades here and there, but in regards to conservative, very baby easy trades, that's what we've been patiently waiting on, and it is going to pay off in the long run. And I'll tell you that. The main reason I believe so is because I think we're going to have a trade to be entering very, very, very soon. Typically, as I've showed, as we consolidate here, we fill in the gap. We wait for that confirmation outside of the yellow downtrend here, and that's what spurs or sparks a bull run. It's the same thing applying itself right now. Now, obviously, the past two have been much longer in regards to the length of time here than the current one that's forming, which is a little bit worrisome. I'm not too worried, but it is something to just consider. This was 2 months of consolidation. This was 50 days of consolidation, and you can see we're probably half that right now. We're at 26 days, so we're literally at half the amount of consolidation that the past two kind of, downwards flags have formed here. So the only reason I would think that we're going to head up higher is because we're retesting moving average. Now, that hasn't stopped us in the past. We have traded below it, and we have traded below it here. It's very possible that we might need to extend these kind of, channels, these downwards trends here, and price could very easily see some sort of movement like this before we break. It is very possible, nonetheless here, but we're paying very close attention to that. And with that in mind, I'm going to extend these out just in case that's what we're dealing with here, for the possibility that we do decide to dip lower. However, that's still an opportunity to get in on a moderate trade. We break through, we close this price floor here. You can see the only difference between the past times we retested and now, or mainly, I guess the most recent one, was because we were already kind of breaking that, we had that bearish cross right here, but we're not. It's very possible we could see the same thing, actually. Now that I'm really getting another look at this, I'm getting another sense that there is a chance we could be breaking downwards from here. A fairly large chance. I'd say it's about 60-40 bull run and a 40% bear run here. But regardless, anywho, we still have a very solid and easy trade to be made here. More moderate if we break to the downside, but definitely conservative if we break up. Simply put, if we break through this price floor, close below the floor, that's a short opportunity, however low we go. If we break through the price ceiling, that's the opportunity to buy in long. It's that simple. It hasn't changed. We have a price floor of 47 cents, the top resistance being the downtrend here. Whichever direction we confirm closure on the daily, that's where we will be buying in and taking advantage of the markets here. Obviously doing so on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BYDFI lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you could possibly think of is offered on BYDFI, which is really cool, including XRP, which is really unique and different than most exchanges here. The best part is they even have a demo account, which gives you $100,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills completely free, which means you can not only sign up for free, but you can trade around risk-free and test your skills before using real crypto. Now, before I let you go here, just keep in mind, BYDFI is still offering a bonus of up to $2,888 by completing some simple free tasks, which you're actually losing out if you haven't already signed up. So make sure to check it out. Link down in the description below. We'll give you access to BYDFI, and moving forward from that, wrapping things up with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then the S&P here, you can see Ethereum is still consolidating. Yet again, flatline dead center in the middle of what appears to be an ascending fractal. We can extend this up, and then we can extend this up, and you can see how we're looking here. So we're waiting patiently to see, are we going to be breaking out of this ascending fractal here? You can see we're, yet again, dead center in the middle of this fractal here. So we'll see how that pans out, but we're also trading inside a sideways channel, which hasn't let up either. So again, if we can confirm closure above resistance, that's when we buy in long. We confirm closure below resistance or support, we buy in for a short. That's pretty much how we're going to deal with Ethereum here. And then as for Bitcoin, which is a little bit more wonky, we are overbought. So it makes buying into this a little bit more tricky here. There's a chance we could consolidate lower before we run up, but I would just kind of wipe Bitcoin off your radar for the time being. I'm more focused on the XRP and Ethereum trade. I think those are going to be more profitable than Bitcoin. And then the S&P, we're also just going to let it do its course here because, we're starting to reverse upwards here, which is incredible. Just a small correction from 77 on the RSI down to 54 is all it needed to reverse up. I thought we'd bounce potentially off green, or at a maximum off white here. But if we're going to reverse up quicker than that, then so be it, whatever. But I think we still need to head a little bit lower. That's kind of where my 2 cents is in the markets like this. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.